Aquarius, this reading is for the ones who survived abuse and never got closure. This isn't about who you're with right now. I feel it's about who almost destroyed you. A toxic chapter you thought was over is having its final explosion here. This person didn't just hurt you, they poisoned the timeline, and karma now is here. This isn't love drama, this is delayed karma and emotional fallout. Because someone who gaslit, manipulated and abandoned you is hitting their breaking points. It's like, Aquarius, for many of you, it's not your current relationship. This is someone from your past, a toxic bond that left scars, abandonment wounds, and years of suppressed anger that you never got to say, what you never got justice for. It's now surfacing energetically. This person moved on quickly, created chaos elsewhere, and avoided accountability. But Firestorm says the bill has come due. This is not happening to you anymore. This is happening for you. So your body, mind, and soul can finally release what you were forced to carry. That's what I mean. The energy here is somebody you potentially had a brief affair with. Like, it was very intense, it very quickly happened. And maybe you ended up, you know, moving in with this person very quickly, having children with this person very quickly, not really thinking things through. And, you know, they were very poisonous. It was very unhealthy. This person is full of... They're deluded, and they conducted nasty behaviors towards you, as it says here. So this is your energy check-in for the 31st of January, dear Aquarius, to the 7th of February. Happy New Year and happy upcoming Valentine's Day. We're in this funny threshold of embarking on the new year. Valentine's Day is abound. On February, is it the 15th or 16th? The fire horse year starts officially, right? We're still sort of regurgitating the snake energy, still purging, still shedding. Penultimately, full moon's coming up on the 1st of February, so we got it going. Plus, Neptune moved into Aries. Displacement hasn't happened as Neptune was in Pisces prior. Neptune in Aries, the last time that's happened was in 1861. So, you know, this person, it could be a current person. For some of you, that there's different sets of collective. Of course, if it doesn't resonate, it could be that this reading is not for you. Use your gift of discernment to know what's right or what's wrong for you. If you want to see the full-length video, head on over to my YouTube channel. So link is in my bio. Just click on the Linktree link and the YouTube, click the YouTube icon there, and then you can access the video if I have already uploaded it. Normally I start with TikTok and then subsequently upload them all onto my social media pages. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I really appreciate your support. Anyway, to this person, whoever this is, whether this person is still in your life, whether they're not, whether you're single, you're finally moved on, whether it's the current partner, as they say, for some collective, I feel like this is a person from the past who has a great deal of impact in your life to this day. Whether they actually are physically in your life or not, I don't know. For example, you have history with this person, you have children with this person, you have joint mortgage with this person, you may be in a new relationship, you have some other dealings with this person, maybe still going through courts, maybe still there's some legal issues happening there. You know, whatever this is like this person is not in a good place. To this person, you was just another notch in the headboard. They acted like they're the real deal, but actions spoke the loudest. What actions did they produce towards you, right? Weren't very good. This person left you for dead. This person done bad things to you. This person may have trapped you with pregnancy. See, as I was saying, children coming up, or try to trap you with a pregnancy. Could have, if you're a male Aquarius watching this woman could have tried to lie about a pregnancy. It was fake news. Trying to trap you, sending you a message. Some of you may still get message, hey, I think missed my period, or hey, I think I'm pregnant, so watch out for that. You know, I feel like some of you have been anticipating, like a different set of collective has been anticipating this instance for a very long time, and you know who this person is. You know who you feel like you will have a family with. You have a very deep, innate, intuitive calling towards this. But on the flip side, it's like such a differentiation in energies. It's like, this is the past. This is what's happened to you in the past. It was the utmost horrific situation I feel like you could have ever went through. The things that you've been through has been the most horrific. That toxic repeating twice into different decks as well with a brief affair. It's like you weren't even appreciated. You never felt valued with this person, whoever this is, right? So again, apply how it fits. If it doesn't make sense, then this reading may just not be for you. Or then stay on and see if other messages come through that, you know, may make sense to you, right? But this person caused you mental breakdowns in the past. There's so much drama. This was a very, very karmic situation that you are you're coming out of, because look, they already had a side piece when they were dealing with you, maybe even cheated on you when you were pregnant. And forbidden says love affair, temptations, flirting, given into pleasure. This person was somebody who sought instantaneous gratification, sought external validation, lived that hedonistic lifestyle, and they were constantly flirting with other women or other men, secretly hooking up with people behind your back. Maybe there were even several exes like this that you went through time and time again. It's like the same avatar of a person in different bodies, right, that you had to go through. And as I say, it was horrific, but spirit is now protecting you. Spirit has protected you, so you are so protected. You have this immensely colorful aura and it's protected. You've been practicing your spiritual hygiene. There was a divine intervention, because I feel like some of you have snapped out of this and you can see like, what the hell what was I doing? What was I doing here? Some of you may have even moved on and you're in a much better place, either solo or with a new person. Especially if you're Aquarius female, this person could really embody that divine masculine archetype. Maybe your twin flame you're dealing with, you may receive a message from your twin flame, or you're dealing with somebody who's not afraid to communicate with you romantically. They're not afraid to express their feelings. They're a healthy masculine archetype in your life, and you are being shielded by your guardian angels as well. I feel like energies from the past cannot get through to you anymore. The universe is purposely creating blockages for them to not be able to reach you, which is very interesting. Maybe you prayed for this. Maybe it's because your vibration has elevated so much, the energies of the past cannot get to you anymore. You had become a clean vessel, I'm hearing. I don't know what you've been doing, whether it's like, you know, you're amplifying your prayer life, you're meditating more, you're trying to be a good person, you're cutting out all the negativity out of your life, you're trying to cut out bad habits, focus on yourself, focus on your growth, focus on your tribe, your community, cut out toxicity, negative people, negative environments. You have come you've come a long way, or you're coming a long way, whatever side of this journey you're at. Obviously, some will be more progressed than others here in this, right? But it's a convoluted, tangled web your love life has been, right? It's just, people have always tried to make themselves look innocent and justify themselves, when time and time again you just knew that there's too many porcupines going on. Like, no one can lie to an Aquarius. Like, your intuition, your intellect is just right up there, right? And you suss people out very quickly. You're like the human bullshit detector. Some of you, I think you mind read. Wow. You can mind read, Aquarius, and maybe you get very uncomfortable. But time and time again, you may have proven to yourself that you can sometimes even mind read. This is how elevated you are. I don't know who this collective is watching it, but you are very powerful. You were the black sheep of the family. You were always the loner. You were always misunderstood. You're the lone wolf. But in that loneliness, you were forced to be lonely from early on, I feel. For whatever reason, you were different. You were segregated. You were misunderstood because you were too vibrationally elevated for people to keep up with you from early on, from your childhood, who may have been interested in conspiracy theories, UFOs, and all the crazy stuff that people didn't then really resonate with. As COVID had surpassed us, it's like we switched timelines. I don't know what's happened, but there has been a mass collective consciousness awakening, where people are more into spirituality, trying to elevate. So many people are cutting down on toxic habits, toxic relationships. Drinking is definitely being cut down on as well. It's just like we all are stepping back and eliminating a lot of things that had been injected into our society to manipulate the consciousness, right? So You know what I'm talking about, because you guys listening to me, probably another zodiac sign, wouldn't really get what I'm saying, but I know that you know. And you know that I know, and twin flames and Jezebel. You really thought that this connection of the past was somebody you had a very potent heart-to-heart sort of attachment to, where that person had a wandering eye, that person succumbed to temptation, right? The Jezebel energy. Maybe this is talking even about your energy in the past. You know, you may have been promiscuous, or you may have gotten yourself involved in bad habits because you were seeking love, going from person to person, and that's nothing to be ashamed of, right? But now you couldn't care less about attention anymore. You couldn't care less. You're confident. I feel like some of you don't even post as much on social media because you don't thrive on the need of validation. You don't thrive on likes. You know you look good. You don't need other people's approval that you look good, right? You don't need to show yourself off. You know, when people don't post much on their social media, it doesn't mean, you know, that they're insecure. Matter of fact, people who overly post too much, selfie after selfie after selfie on half nude, semi-nude, soft corn type of pictures, that's attention seeking. That's insecurity, because you're constantly seeking validation, right? Unless that's your job, right? But I digress. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know, whatever this difficult situation that's been happening in your life, right? W may be of significance. Letter W, initials W. Washington. I'm just trying to see if I can hear anything else, but not at the moment. Washington, D.C. may be of significance for some of you. I don't know. Maybe you want to go on holiday there. If that's the case, very possible this year. But nonetheless, everything that's happened to you in the past, or is still spontaneously happening, it's made you become more confident in yourself. It's made you more secure. You're doing your thing. You don't anymore care what people think about you or what they say about you, because you've been through the worst. You've been through the ringer, and now you're at such a powerful place, and it's been hard, and you've been through hell. You know, justice is going to be served, no doubt about it. Maybe, as I say, remember I was saying, someone could be dealing with some legal matters here, court visits, legal papers, or divorce. Could have been, you may have been involved, or is still involved in a messy divorce with someone who has been very distant. It's been tangled up. It's so difficult. You know, somebody is obsessed here with you as well, holding on, clinging, can't let go, anxiety. Someone is obsessed with you. Someone who could be facing some legal issues at the moment as well, whether that's the ex-baby mom, baby dad. They are low-key obsessed with you. And they're in a very anxious energy now because they are facing some consequences. We did mention that they are facing their karma at the end of the day for everything they have done to you. But this is such a cliche thing to say, right? But as we said, karma is here. They poisoned your timeline. They didn't just hurt you. They poisoned your timeline at the end of the day. You have migrated to a completely different timeline. You know, you could have been in a different place in your life right now if you didn't get involved with this person. But sometimes things happen for a good reason, because now you are where you are, and you should pat yourself on the back and realize how great you are. Have faith. Keep on hoping, keep on wishing, keep on praying. Keep on being that very highly vibrational vessel that I was talking about just now. Your intellect surpasses the most. This person was getting involved in a lot of risky, unprotected sexual behaviors, unsafe decisions, partner to partner, sexual disease. So this person could have even, you know, you were with somebody you couldn't even trust because maybe they contracted an STD, or there was an STD scare or something as such came up with this person as well. You thought you were pregnant, but maybe in other cases it panned out it was an STD. I don't know how that may correlate, but that's what the message is. But now you're dealing with somebody who only sees you for you. They're focused on just you, observing you, watching you. There's no one like you. That's the divine masculine. It's either this person is coming into your life where they are already in your vicinity, or this is someone you are already actually dealing with. There may be an age gap between you and your person, or you and this karmic. Because I feel like this is like there's 3 people. Or could be just 2 people. You're still dealing in this toxicity. You're still immersed in this toxicity. This person had made you go downward spiral. There was so much chaos. You undergone an ego death. And maybe there was a triggering of spiritual awakening as well. Your twin flame has triggered your spiritual awakening. We're coming into the week in a Two of Swords energy. So you're deliberating on how to proceed, on what decision to make, right? You're deliberating, but you don't have enough information yet to make any solid decisions. And you are asked to, again, go in silence, bow down in silence, as it says in the Bible. If you're not sure, go in solitude, pray, and the answer shall be revealed to you, right? So there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong you spending time deliberating on how to proceed in life or with this particular person, because you do feel like you need to cut something out. You need to cut out the dead weight, because there is some sort of karmic entanglement still being very prevalent within your love situation, whether directly, indirectly, or it's even talking about that debris of emotion, of past emotion that's still lingering around, that's affecting your current relationship. For instance, very easily, your ex had hurt you, they left you out in the cold, they cheated on you, they rubbed it in your face, and now every time you get into a new relationship, you get too paranoid. You get insecure, you feel like the new person is cheating on you. It's like you're punishing the new person for the mistakes of the past, but you should not allow the past to influence your current present moment, because you're robbing yourself of the goodness that a good connection can bring, right? Because I feel like whatever situation you're in right now, you're in a much better place. And as we said, this reading is for the ones who survived abuse and never got closure. Just so you know, a toxic chapter you thought was over is having its final explosion, which we looked at, right? 2-2. You might be dealing with a Piscean, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces card here. Someone between the ages of 25 to 35, blonde hair, blue eyes, lighter complexion. Or a person who is... I'm so sorry, I'm coughing. I've just burnt Palo Santo and sage in my room. And the smell is, well, strong. It's just sort of activating my throat chakra as well. Maybe you need to work on your throat chakra, Aquarius, as well. As I always say, go on YouTube, type in throat chakra frequency. As through the spoken word is magic spells, right? What you speak manifest. If your mind can conceive, you can achieve, as Benjamin Franklin said. And where I'm going with this is what you speak, you manifest. So if you've been speaking negatively and been sitting in this dire emotional volatility, then nothing good can actually come in. You're self-sabotaging at the moment. You're self-sabotaging something good, whether that's your own life, a new relationship. You're trying to fight your ground. You're trying to put a stance in a particular situation, but what are you fighting your ground for at the moment? You are fighting the demons of the past. You're not fighting the current connection, person, life situations, if that makes sense, right? I feel whoever this person was, they were never serious about commitment. There are people you can be married to for 20 years and it just never feels like it was a real commitment, because they just go about their business and they do what they want to do. This is your energy, the Queen of Swords. It's very important when it comes to any decision making, Devil energy, to cut out the past attachments, the past mental shackles, past vices. The Queen of Swords is also a Libra energy. For Aquarius men, you could be dealing with a Libra female. She may have brown hair, blue eyes, lighter complexion. But also the Queen of Swords is an energy of the need to be more analytical, as you are naturally. This is part of your temperamental nature. To be Capricorn energy, to be analytical, to be logical, detach emotion, think first, but sometimes don't be overly negative and detached. I know Aquarius, we love our own space. We love the detachment, but sometimes it can cause more issues than benefits, right? When you ghost, when you don't communicate, when you let somebody down, people take it personally and you don't even realize sometimes you self-sabotage for your own silence and your own need for space, or your own need to prove a point and be right about it. There's travel this week, or this timeline. In reality, this really is a timeless reading, because energies don't really have a timeline. Everyone's in their own timeline, and you know, you may be watching, you may come across this video a month from its due date and it may still resonate. So of course, take it how it resonates. There's some money coming in, small money coming in for you this week. A contract, potentially a brand collaboration, an offer, a new job or opportunity, a little gig. So take that on. Could be something coming from overseas. There's also imbalance. You need to study the situation a bit more. Again, logic versus emotion. Logic always prevails. This is your forte. Ooh, the King and the Queen of Swords, right? You are... I'm more drawn to go back to this person of the past, or the person you have issues with, whom you're not together with anymore. But again, apply it how it fits to your particular situation. This is Aquarius card, this is Libra card, but really, this is an energy of two people. Normally, to me, judging by these cards, is people who avoid talking to each other. People who are keeping it platonic. People, I feel like some days this person, they make you feel mad and upset, and then some days you just don't even want to talk to them. You don't even want to think about them. They don't exist in your timeline. This person is doing the same. It's like you're setting a boundary and they're energetically picking up on the need to respect that boundary, because they're keeping things minimal and platonic also. So you're actually balancing the scales out in a very positive manner. As we have justice, as I said, balancing these scales with this, that inverted infinity symbol there. Whoever this person was and whatever dealings you have with them, or it could be a current partner, whether it's an ex. The simplest example will be there's an ongoing legal battle between you and your ex, or you still have children and co-parenting to do with this person. There's a boundary that's been drawn here. They know that, you know, they shouldn't be trying to piss you off. They're being on their best behavior. This is what I'm hearing. They actually are being on their best behavior. Pisces energy again here. I'm hearing someone's child could be a Pisces. I don't know why this is coming up, but I was studying today and something very interesting came up, which I mentioned in Libra and Gemini's reading, and the moon came up again. And I just want to reiterate this again. People think healing means not feeling pain again, but real healing means feeling the pain without losing yourself. I.e., the situation is cropping back up again. Something is slowly triggering you. Something you've been trying to draw the boundary about is still going to destabilize you. The moon doesn't mean you felt healing. It means you healed enough to go deeper. There's layers, subconscious layers of this connection, this pain, this karmic entanglement that you need to heal on a more deeper level. This is why everything may be happening this week. Please understand that. Ding, ding, jackpot. There you go. There's your answer. It's not pretty. It's freaking ugly. I tell you that. It is fucking ugly. Trust your intuition. You know that something's making you feel uneasy. I feel something's tampering, pulling at your energetic threads this week. You're trying to research something. Also, Page of Pentacles is a card of a student. It's the studious energy, right? It's an energy of researching something. Maybe you are trying to extrapolate or understand why this person acts the way they act, and maybe before you try to make excuses for them, at this point you're not. You just know that they either got mental health, or they got narcissism issues, or they're a sociopath, or they're an addict, or they're something of the sort, right? So they're not helping themselves at the moment. The High Priestess. There's a third party energy that's dabbling in this as well. So I don't know if, let's say, your ex is with somebody else, or there's a mother energy or a female friend that's dabbling in this as well, making things worse, always has something to say about you, always competing with you. Could be your own mother as well, making things worse for you. Wow, look at all these. Whoa. See? All major arcana. How interesting. All major arcana. Remember, no moon without the star. The moon and star go hand in hand, because the star talks about crown and heart healing, whereas the moon talks about shadow work and womb work and subconscious cleansing. We'll go from hope to fear, from faith to initiation, from trauma recovery to shadow processing here. Right? So the soul's healing journey from trauma, subconscious initiation. This is what's happening in your spiritual journey, so to speak. You know, you have recovered for trauma, because the star comes after the tower energy, right? There's the rejuvenation of a cycle. But something's still coming back up to test that out until the sun emerges. Do you see the sun? That'll be interesting. So we got perpetual star moon, and sun, which is a very interesting trio when it comes to the major trumps fools journey through the major arcana, right? It's like you're trying to heal this situation, but you feel you feel burdened. You feel this person really destabilizes you. Don't work too hard at this time, because you may be suffering with headaches, shoulder pain, backache. Don't overdo it. Don't what's the right word I'm looking for? Don't overexert yourself. This is what I wanted to say. See, the Devil and the Ten of Swords. You know, Devil and Wands, as I always say, it talks about intimacy, sexual matters. But to me, this is more so talking about someone gaslighting and manipulating you so much to a point that it leads to a situation where you feel very betrayed and backstabbed. This ex is the devil, or this person of the past, the baby mom, the baby dad, the person you divorced, the ex-spouse, is very manipulative. This reading reeks of toxicity from the past. This is the energy I'm picking up on, unless it's the current relationship. 2 tens means change. There is change in this situation. This is in correlation to a water sign for some of you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is Scorpio card. Someone above the age of 35. Blonde hair, blue eyes, lighter complexion. I feel like it's either you are with your ex is above the age of 35, and some of you may be dealing with a younger person who's between the ages of 25 to 35, who is the healthy, loving influence in your life. So, as I said, there's several energies. There's also, we did have 2 queens. Let me just get more energies. There's healing, hope, and renewal, wish fulfillment, but with some sense of wish fulfillment. There is a wish that may be fulfilled this week, but it comes at a price. For instance, you want healing of this situation. You want closure. You want peace. But there cannot be no peace before there's some sort of mental breakdown or massive drama erupting, an argument. There's no point arguing with this person, because they're going to drag you down and beat you with experience, especially if it's some sort of narcissist or a sociopath who lied to you, who gaslit you, who used you financially, drained you financially, Gemini energy here. There is life path altering decision you're about to make here as well this week. You have a lot of major trumps cards here. What does that mean? It means you're undergoing a massive spiritual lesson, a spiritual cycle. These are not fast-moving energies. These are not day-to-day energies. This has been ongoing for the longest of time. This has been ongoing for the longest of times. You're over it. You're bored. You don't want to hear it anymore. You don't want to hear the excuses. You don't want to, you don't even want this person in your vicinity. But for some reason, they have to be in your life, or you have to deal with the situation, whatever it is, as there's some obligations attached, or legal matters attached, or divorce property attached, or children. So take what resonates with you. Or you're trying to, you know, get money back of this person, and you still have some sort of indirect dealings with them, but you will prevail. Intimacy is coming, like good intimacy is coming for you this week as well. Slowly but surely, you're moving into your own victory and success. You're walking away. You're like, bye. All we see is dust. Aquarius walking off in the horizon. You have outgrown the situation spiritually. You are too elevated to even get to collaborate with this person. You're so done. You're so done. That devil. 6 of Wands triumphs the devil, I feel. In essence, the best way to win in this situation is for you to slowly but surely walk away from all this pain. Succeed. Be in the public eye. Have that recognition from others to where this person can no longer disrespect you, right? Slowly but surely, that's when it comes. You need to withdraw. You need to go compartmentalize your thoughts. There's the ability to ease the mental load. This is what I'm hearing. See, there's deception. This person has deceived you time and time again. And the argument or conflict or disagreement can be stemming from someone's lies. They're trying to act like it's all one happy big freaking family, or they're one happy family, or they're one happy team unit with you. They're not. Don't be fooled. They always have an agenda of some sort. This person is actually very aggressive, but I feel like they try to act very put together. Like they're like this healthy divine masculine archetype, and they are so influential in front of others, and people respect them, and they're so fully maintained and a clean person. But Gemini energy actually ties here, so some of you could be dealing with that Gemini. It's just like all these fights, all this conflict is stemming from the past, someone lurking in the past, someone not letting the past go. This could be your energy as well, because we got the swords. This person lied, cheated, stolen of you, taken advantage out of you one way or the other, put you through immense mental anguish as well. No wonder you're pissed. I mean, come on. No wonder you're fucking pissed. I'd be pissed too. I am pissed for you. I deeply resonate with this. The land. Some of you need to work on a land. You may have been thinking about growing your own produce as well. So it could start with you should start after 2 months. Hunter-gatherer. Some of you want to go live off grid, Aquarius. And that'd be a great idea because, you know, you're very unconventional. You are the innovator, and makes sense. Some of you may even be thinking about buying your own land and building a community that is detached from the matrix. Brilliant idea. Love that for you. Absolutely love that for you. Some of you could have your birthday on the 2nd of February as well. Happy upcoming birthday. Signs. Why am I saying signs? 69, number 69 may be of significance, and don't mean to imply in any inappropriate way. 69. I mean, your birthday could be 6th of February, 9th of February. Or it could be, let's say, your birthday's on the 6th, their birthday's on the 9th. Signs and... Why do I keep on saying signs? Watch out for the signs, right? Sins and forgiveness, yeah. This person has committed a lot of sins, but how you need to see the situation, you need to come from a place of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for not knowing any better when you got involved with them. You are an old soul. You are an old soul, Aquarius. Asia may be of significance. That's where you originate from. They do. The beggar. Yeah, this person is a beggar. Lessons. This is a life lesson. This is the biggest life lesson with a beggar. A spiritually depraved person. Emotionally depraved person. Could be of Asian descent. Doesn't have to be, but the Asia card is there. So, yeah. Physical health, you need to work on your root chakra. You need to ground yourself. Some of you have this distorted view of your body for some reason. There's something you're not happy with for whatever freaking reason. You look great, by the way, but you need to focus on your vitality, balancing your habits out even further than you have been, and strength. Desires. What's up with all these nude ladies? Desires, goals, passion, craving, fulfillment. As you detach from this situation, you are feeling more driven, I feel, with that 6 of Wands energy as well. You're able to do what you enjoy doing. There's more zest and passion in your life because that negative attachment doesn't have a tight grasp on you. I feel you're more free. There's no more energetic blockages for you to embark on a journey of your life's purpose, which is beautiful. You do need to balance out your emotions. Sacral chakra, root chakra and sacral chakra needs work right now. You need to balance out your feelings, expressions, moods. One day you feel happy, like 1 minute or maybe 1 hour you feel happy, then you feel down, then you feel stressed, then you feel anxious, then you feel scared, then you're pissed. You never are regulated around this person because your nervous system is out of whack as soon as they're involved. As soon as this person even messages you, it's like you just feel like a shouting match, or they trigger you so much because of everything they've done to you. And there is a blowout of some sort, and how you handle it depends on you. It doesn't have to be nothing major. Someone's got very nice teeth here, or someone needs to look after their oral hygiene right now, just FYI as well. I'm seeing bleeding gums. Could be iron deficiency, so watch out for that. But change is coming, but change is very slow. Well, with that slow progress comes triumph and success. So Anyway, if you want a private reading, the link is in my link tree. 2 to 3 turnaround, working day turnaround time. There are emergency options available which get done within 15 hours or within the day. I also accept kind donations from my Amazon wishlist. So if you get to donate a new deck or a candle, you get a 30-minute reading in exchange. So £40 reading. I'll give back to you because I don't expect anything for free. So despite of the value of the item on the Amazon wishlist, you still get half an hour reading. Might be cheaper for some. And also helps my practice to, you know, because I use so many decks and stuff, we can never have enough. So anyway, thank you so much, Aquarius. Take care now. Goodbye.